What's up? Welcome to Robey's Tech Tidbits, where I will be providing you some quick and easy news in the tech industry to start your day off with. So feel free to subscribe for more content. My name is Robey, and let's get started. So today looks like we've got Instagram being accused of illegally harvesting biometric data. Instagram's parent company is Facebook, by the way, if you didn't know that. And Facebook is apparently involved in a similar lawsuit, and they have now offered to pay $650 million in a settlement, and that is pending approval of a judge. If it is approved, looking like users that have been affected by that could potentially get $400 each. So you'll want to look out for that and possibly getting $400 in your pocket. But there is a new case that was filed on Monday in California stating that Facebook specifically collected, stored, and profited from biometric data of over 100 million Instagram users. So now this is not only on Facebook, but this is on both platforms, and it's looking like a lot more people have been affected on Instagram rather than Facebook. And those users, they didn't give consent, they weren't aware, except for earlier this year, they did make users aware of a biometric data collection. But it's believed that that was going on a lot longer than that. And the lawsuit also adds that this unauthorized collection of data is a violation of the Illinois privacy law, in which case they could be forced to pay a $5,000 fine per violation. So per 100 million users. That's insane. Personally, I don't really use Instagram, so I'm not really worried about it. I do use Facebook, but it really makes you wonder, what kind of data they're collecting. We kind of live our whole lives on the internet. So it's kind of scary to think that they're collecting that data. Let me know what you think about that down in the comments, and whether or not you'll still be using Facebook and Instagram. Next up, we've got Microsoft, who recently announced the prices on their dual-screen Android phone, the Surface Duo, and they also said that's going to arrive on September 10th, so not too far off, right around the corner. Looks like you'll be able to get one of these phones. It's kind of looking like it's a Galaxy Fold competitor, but kind of in a different way. They've separated the screens. It's not actually a folding screen, and I think that that's a good thing for the time being, because I don't think that that technology is there yet. I think that that's something that still needs to improve, because the quality of it with the Motorola Razr, which was what I thought was a really cool phone, but then when I used it, it was the folding aspect of it just doesn't work well yet. So, it's a good thing that they're coming out with these kinds of devices, but they're going to take some time. But with the Surface Duo, you get two separate screens for more workspace, which I think is pretty cool, because a lot of people want to have multiple apps open anyways. Maybe you're sending an email on one and attaching something from a website into the email from the other. Just makes things a lot easier. But it does have a pretty hefty price tag. You're looking at about $1,400 in the United States, and it's not even going to be 5G. I think that's kind of insane, considering all of the other big tech companies right now are launching phones that are 5G. I know that the 5G networks aren't quite there yet, but you would expect that feature in such an expensive phone, and they're trying to finally get their turn to have some market share, and I just don't think that excluding 5G from that is really going to work out well for them. But it is a pretty cool phone, something you'll want to check out. I'm kind of excited for it. I don't know that I'll get one, but I might go check it out at the store. But yeah, so their new phone will be out on September 10th. And next up, Nvidia seems to be possibly announcing their new graphics cards on August 31st, which is awesome. Except for the fact I just built a new PC with a 2080 Ti, so day late and a dollar short, I guess. But they posted this cryptic tweet, and there's not really a whole lot said. It's kind of just got a countdown clock going on with it. And it has the hashtag countdown. So, that was tweeted on Monday, and this article is from PC World. But originally, it said the ultimate countdown, 21 days and 21 years. Now, that doesn't seem super significant, but when you take a look back at some of their history, the GeForce 256 was launched on August 31st in 1999. And that was a pretty revolutionary graphics card because it included hardware MPEG-2 decoding. And up to that point, you had to use it separately just to be able to watch a DVD, which was crazy. But things have really turned around since then. So yeah, so these new cards are expected to be announced on the 31st. We're talking RTX 3000 series is what they're expected to be named. And they're expected to have way better ray tracing. And they're saying up to 31% performance improvement. So that's really cool. I can't wait to check out some of the FPS with that. But these are just rumors. So I guess we'll see what happens with Nvidia on August 31st. And next up, we finally got a kind of a window on when the Xbox Series X is going to come out. It's looking like Microsoft has announced that it will be coming out in November. There's not an exact date yet. So they've kind of narrowed it down. They originally said holiday season, but now we're into, okay, it's definitely in November. There was a leak of a November 6th date from some of the packaging on the Series X controllers at some of the retailers saying not to display until that date. I worked at Walmart in the past, so that is a very real possibility, something that they do with games and consoles and, iPhones and things every year. So possibly November 6th, so that's pretty cool. We're getting a lot closer, but they still won't give a price. I don't know which company is going to fold first. Is it going to be Sony or Microsoft to finally give a price on what these really awesome consoles are going to cost? I think at this point, fans really want to know, people want to start saving and have an idea of where they're going to be at and if they even want to get these consoles. Maybe they don't want to get them right away. Maybe they want to wait a little bit. And it also is kind of a contributing factor to whether or not fans will get the Xbox or the PlayStation 5. Personally, I think the Series X is looking pretty good, but everybody's got a preference. So hopefully pretty soon we can get that pricing so people can have a better idea and kind of start to prepare to get these new consoles. Let me know in the comments down below which one you're most excited for and which one you'll be getting. And last but not least, SpaceX has been talking to the FCC and let them know that they're now manufacturing 120 Starlink satellites a month. If you're not familiar with Starlink is this new internet company coming out. It's going to be a satellite internet company with pretty reasonable pricing from my understanding. They're going to have low latency. They're going to have high download speeds, high upload speeds. And it's really going to change the world because it's going to be available worldwide. And internet still, believe it or not, is not available everywhere. Even in, rural parts of the country, you still can't get good internet. What you can get is HughesNet. And HughesNet's just awful. Slow. You don't get a lot of usage out of it before you get throttled. So HughesNet's just not working out. But this is aimed at changing that once and for all. So we're finally going to have some fast internet for everybody. I know a lot of people from my hometown that still just have awful internet. They can't even stream, on Twitch or anything like that because they're still dealing with 1 megabit upload speeds. So this is going to be pretty exciting. And now with them building 120 satellites a month, that's enough for 2 launches. Typically they send up 60 satellites at a time. So that's really cool. And they just launched another batch of satellites up, and they're just around 600 satellites. So they're talking, last time I knew, was about 800 satellites to get the United States and Canada online. And they recently started taking information for people to beta test the network. So it's right around the corner, and I look for at least the northern part of the states and Canada have it, hopefully by the end of the year. But yeah, so thanks for watching Robey's Tech Tidbits. I'm Robey. Until next time, like, comment, subscribe for some more content, and let me know what you think about the Instagram stuff and which consoles you're going to be getting. I want to check that out and see what's going on with everybody. Thanks.